I've always been a sucker for horror from a young age, and I always loved it. Until a month ago. It was night, and I was sitting in my cluttered living room with my cat, and I was reading some stuff on our No Sleep subreddit. This was like horror gasoline to my campfire, and I loved it. I was scrolling through some stories when I came across a story about a guy encountering some strange kids. He said they were twin boys with sickly pale skin and black eyes. I snorted and closed the story. I always thought the tales about the black-eyed kids were fake and just people trying to incite a scare for follows. My blinds were always closed, since I was basically an energy drink-fueled vampire, and seldom opened them. I was in a pretty safe neighborhood, so I never really had to worry about people kicking down the door in the middle of the night. I was starting to get a bit tired when I heard my cat start growling. I asked her what was the matter, and she stayed by the couch, staring at the front door. And it wasn't an angry stare, it was a stare of fear. She'd never got scared like this before, so I just brushed it off. I got up and started getting ready for bed. I was about to take a shower when I heard a knock on the door. "Who's there?" I called out. No answer. I turned back toward the shower and heard another knock. I let out a groan of frustration and marched toward the door, clad in a towel. I looked out my peephole and saw two little kids, one looking older than the other and wearing winter coats. I couldn't see their faces. They were cast with shadows. "Hello?" I said, and one of the kids said, "Can you let us in, miss?" said the oldest. "We're really hungry and cold." I started shaking a bit as I fumbled for the porch light switch. I flipped it a few times, but the light didn't come on. "I'm sorry, but I can't help you," I lied as I silently locked the door. "Please," said the youngest. "We'll die out here if you don't help us." I tried to get a better look at their facial features, and that's when I noticed it. They had sickly pale skin and black eyes. I started to back away slowly, and then they started banging on my door. My cat yowled in terror and ran into my bedroom. I ran to my bathroom, closed the door, and covered my ears from the loud, incessant banging. It continued for about a minute, then stopped. I covered my ears and went back to the door. I looked outside and they were gone. It's been a month now. I sleep with the lights on now. I'm afraid to go to sleep, but I'm also afraid they'll come back. Maybe I imagined it and I'm just being paranoid. Or maybe the stories are true.